get Taurus in your astrological chart, all the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. So many of you have been asking me, do I do personal readings? Yes. You can find all of the services that I provide in the description box down below next to the butterfly. That link will take you straight to my shop where you can find all of the services I provide, as well as reviews for those that have already purchased these services and how it has impacted them as individuals, okay? What is the future energy that Taurus will be embodying? What is the future energy that Taurus will be embodying? What is the future energy that Taurus will be embodying? What is the future energy that Taurus will be embodying? I'm seeing an ace. It looks like it's air though. Some truth is coming in. Some truth. Clarity that you've been looking for, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Wow. Romantic. Okay. Romantic. That's the future energy you'll be embodying, is romantic. Okay. Let's see. The future of Taurus's love life. Romantic. So you're feeling very romantic, Taurus. I mean, you do rule, with Libra, Venus, right? And Venus is the planet of love. Flowers. And, perfumes and arts, right? Food. Culinary creation is also very Taurian. Thank you so much for all the comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, the readings, the bookings, the DMs, the messages, reviews, and even the referrals. You guys are just phenomenal. But feeling very romantic, okay? You have a lot of love for somebody. You're showing them you're showing them your feelings. The rose symbolizes the passion that you have for another individual. Wow, look at that. You are my world. Balance, care, respect, reciprocate, grounded, and worth. Beautiful. Were we just not talking about Libra energy? Look at that. You know that you are just as valuable as the world. You are the world, Taurus. Okay? You are the world. You just knowing your value, right? And being very grounded in that. Also knowing what you deserve allows you to be able to be in connections where there's a lot of reciprocity. What you give is exactly what you give back. It's very balanced. If you turn this around, this is the ovaries of a woman, right? The spine, and then you see her ovaries, and then there's birth, right? So this is you being very balanced with masculine and feminine energy, knowing your value, knowing your worth. There is truth because I see blue here. There's also confidence because I see yellow. Being very confident in what you speak, you think, and what you put out there into the universe. Fixed energy with the world, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, which means the 30-year cycle is over. Number 21 could be significant to you. You could be getting a divorce as well. Or you're getting exactly what you want because it's exactly what you deserve. Okay? All right. Taurus's future, please. All right. Taurus's future. Some of you work in transportation or tourism, production, police, or detective work. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got here. The Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Okay. So, this is what you got. You have the Five of Wands in reverse, and then you also have the Five of Pentacles. So Saturn in Leo, Mercury in Taurus. You have the Nine of Swords, Mars in Gemini, and you have Temperance, Sagittarius. And you have the Seven of Wands, Mars in Leo, and you have the Knight of Swords, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You also have the Four of Pentacles, Saturn in Leo. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, there's something that you're now getting the truth about. Okay, let me show you what you have. You have the Two of Swords here, okay, the Moon and Libra energy. You also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay? So, there may also be Moon in Taurus energy, or Taurus like in the Neptune, or Taurus in the Mercury. Okay? There can also be Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, in the Venus. Okay? But we'll get into all this. I'll get into detail for you, okay? So you have the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. I see you not wanting to deal with drama with the Five of Wands, releasing inner conflict, or even the mind games, doing whatever it takes to win, right? Realizing that's extremely unnecessary, or dealing with multiple people causes more problems than it brings solution. I'm also seeing that there could be unemployment here, lack mentality, ghosting. You could be ghosting somebody. This can also be like, because you see how they're trying to put it all together? It's like this guy is leaving, right? And these other people are walking away from them. Like, other people don't want to deal with the drama, or you don't want to deal with the drama. It could go vice versa. But with the Five of Pentacles, if this is a relationship, there's extreme financial struggle. Like extreme, like it would be borderline poverty. It could be poverty. Like homelessness, this can be like lack. Just feeling like the person you're with doesn't love you, doesn't care about you. I just saw 1111. Doesn't love you, doesn't care about you, doesn't appreciate you. If you're single, you feel like it's extremely difficult to date, like, because you don't see the value in yourself. You feel like other people don't see it, so you feel like it's hard to find the right love, okay? You also miss somebody. With the Nine of Swords, Mars and Gemini, you have Temperance, Sagittarius. It's actually, this is burning so bright, it's not even showing on the camera. Hold on. Let me just, I know I'm so close to you, like, what? Hold on. Like, there you go. Now that's so much better. Do you see that? And thank you to everyone who said that they like my nails. I love you so much. Okay. So, I see you have depression, anxiety, nightmares. You're having headaches. Okay, that's what's coming up in your future. You're also the subject of gossip. Everybody's talking about you. Okay? Also, you have a lot of worry. You feel guilty. You have a very guilty conscience. Some of you feel guilty for ghosting someone. Others of you feel guilty for creating chaos and drama and being involved with multiple people. If you're in a relationship, you feel guilty for cheating on somebody. You feel surrounded by multiple thoughts and multiple people who believe or feel different things about the situation or see you in a different perspective and light now. Okay, your colleagues, your schoolmates, your siblings and friends now see you completely differently. These relationships and connections are also ending, okay? And you feel guilty about this. You're sort of on guard. You're still sticking to your truth. I see Temperance. Now, this also looks like the star, right? Like Aquarian energy, how traditional tarot, because I'm not just an astrologer, you guys, I'm also a psychic. So there are particular things that my downloads are much different than most. All right? When she has her foot, because I study esoteric and occult and secret society knowledge as well. When she steps her foot into the water, it's symbolizing the streams of consciousness. You see those ripples? How our stream of consciousness has an impact on how we manifest and how we create. Now, the main thing about it as well was that the five senses, it's supposed to symbolize her five senses, but the five senses are not real, right? So it's almost like being willing to learn new things. This is also connecting to someone where you guys both believe in relationships and know how to have a relationship. And Temperance also symbolizes being a light worker. It can also symbolize being an angel, like intuitive, because angels don't actually exist, but this is being an intuitive. Washing away, if you're in a relationship, someone cheated on the other person, and so they're trying to wash that away, trying to wash off the experience of that, trying to heal from a relationship after a tumultuous time. It doesn't have to be cheating. It could just be that the relationship is extremely tumultuous and you're trying to heal from it and just try to move on from it, right? Now, this is also saying, you see how her back is to it's like her back is to everything, like walking away, like learning the lesson. You know, temperance is also about the patience that it takes with yourself to heal, not rushing that, right? As she holds her flowers and she heads toward the sun, Leo energy, heading towards the soul. Now, this is also realizing that the experiences that you've had were meant to gently teach you to love yourself, to find peace in the sense of transformation. You see how she's going down this path, like this journey. Like the journey has taught you a lot as you now move towards it, sort of heading towards the journey of the soul as she heads towards the sun. It's so bright that the sun isn't even trying to show it. That's how bright it is. Now, you could be dealing with an astrologer for some of you, or you are an astrologer. Some of you work with philosophy, psychology, spirituality, or you work with nature for some of you. I'm also seeing like water, like somebody works with water. They love water. It could even be a swimmer, okay? But you see how the mountains, there's actually mountains near the sun. So it's like being aware that even as you go down the journey, when we go through one battle and we face that, there's still going to be more, right? Still going to be more. Now, the Seven of Wands, Mars and Leo, you also have the Knight of Swords, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. It's also looking like Scorpionic energy because it sort of looks like death. There's like, you're extremely angry with the Knight of Swords in reverse. You feel like you know everything. And then with Mars and Leo, there is like a looking at what it is that you believe and where has that gotten you. There's also mental illness here. Doing illegal activity to make money with the Knight of Swords, and this is also very angry. Whoever this is very angry, or there's a speech impediment, or there's mental illness. Not looking for a relationship. Knight of Swords reverse is not looking for a relationship, but it's somebody who lies a lot. This could be like a pathological liar. Okay? There could be blocking with the Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself. You could be like a speaker. Like standing up for yourself, right? Like, I'm going to stand up for myself and what it is that I believe and what it is that I think, and realizing that what I've invested my time and money, my energy and my effort into does not make me happy. And this could be you, right? Speaking out and saying that something does not make you happy. Blocking someone, right? Standing up for yourself. And it's almost like maybe you've been resisting transformation of what it is that you believe based off of what you stand for. The flag is in the back there. I feel like you realize that something is over. I feel like you feel like something is over. And it could be a mentality. It could be a relationship. It could be a connection. It could be a belief system. If you were in a relationship, it was based purely off of money. Okay? There was also like you are arguing with somebody, Moon and Libra. I feel like you're arguing with somebody. They believe in what they believe in, and you believe in what you believe in. And no matter what you do, you guys cannot get on the same page because there's dual loyalty. You have dual loyalty to two people. And so therefore, no matter how much you argue and you feel guilty about having dual loyalty to two people, I'm looking at the hills behind here. It's like the hills have eyes. I feel like everybody is seeing this, Taurus, and they're seeing how I feel like your relationship could be falling apart, or your dynamic, or your mentality. And this can even be if you're single. Like, they could be looking at you in a different light, like you've hurt someone, because this is abusive. The Knight of Swords in reverse is abusive. People are looking at you as if you've hurt somebody, possibly, or this is someone you know. So just take it as it resonates. With the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, there's a secret love involved here. You're leaving without any closure because I see the moon here. And there has been abuse because I see the Emperor in reverse. But it's the Chariot, so I'll show you everything. This is like Cancer, Aries, Scorpio energy, but it's Aries, Scorpio mainly. You don't want a relationship. You don't want responsibility of being a father with the king, with the emperor in reverse. This is not a good father, or this is someone who cheats in their relationship. They step out of their relationship. Okay, they do have dual loyalty to two people, or they're an absentee father. You see how there's absolutely nobody in the chair. It's absent. There's like, all that's left there is the scepter and the crown and that's like all that's left here. There's a lack of emotional maturity and discipline. I also feel like you're having an emotional outburst. You're leaving something without saying goodbye, because there's a secret love here. Cancer, Pisces energy. It's a secret though. This could be like, you may work in the esoteric, the occult. You could even work in homes and realty. You could own your own business for some of you. You could work with sports, even with the mind. You could work with people's minds, finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money, or magic for some of you. I feel like you're having an emotional outburst. This is like you're really pissed off about something. Because with the moon, I feel like you were living in a sense of illusion, and there's a secret love. You have love for somebody, but it's a secret. It's a secret though. And it's like, I feel like you're realizing that some of your friends are not really your friends, or like your lover may not be exactly who you thought they were. You're not exactly who you thought, who other people think you are. There's illusion, there's like a mask. And it's almost like they are heading towards the sun. Not the sun. Well, yeah, because it looks like the sun and the moon, but the moon doesn't have its own light, so it reflects off of the sun. So you may have been living a lie. You've been living a lie and in fear as well. The Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo. Not only has there been an ignoring of the intuition, but also you've been dealing with someone who, if you're in a relationship, they're only with you because of the money, because someone has money. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is someone who does not want to work. They have extreme jealousy, and they are not faithful in the relationship, or they don't want a relationship, or they're newly single. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is also someone very selfish, could be overweight, okay? There's like weight issues here. It could be like overweight, or like there's it could be like anorexia or bulimia, like they don't eat or something like that. Like there's something off, right? Queen of Pentacles in reverse is someone who works in the military, someone who works in the government, could be a police officer, a sheriff of some kind, philosophy, psychology, spirituality, money, health. But if you're in a relationship, the person you're dealing with is a gold digger, unfortunately. Someone who's only with you for money. That would be something that would piss you off. I would understand that, because I'm not in your position, so I don't understand you. I will never understand you, but I can understand how that can be very upsetting, right? Because you feel like you had other opportunities that you could have gone towards, just in your life, even if it's just by yourself, right? And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is someone very mean. Very mean. And just promiscuous. Okay, this could be like a sex worker. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is like someone who doesn't respect their body. Could be someone who does like sex work to make money, okay, or something like that. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is also just somebody who is not financially stable, okay? Not good with business, not good with money. And I'm seeing there's like the world, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, leaving without saying goodbye. You're like, I'm out of here. You're walking through the portal. I also feel like you repeat a negative pattern with somebody, and you're realizing how that has blocked your blessings from happiness and joy. And it's almost like, I feel like you reach a breaking point. I feel like something comes out, like something is revealed to you, because the only major arcana you actually have is Temperance. So November 22nd to December 21st will be significant to you. This will be happening around that time. And the Nine of Swords energy. June 1st to June 10th will be significant to you. because this is a scandal. This is a real scandal. Who just had that? I feel like Capricorn just had that, where there was a scandal. There was a scandal. They just had that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And if it wasn't them, it could have been Aries. Aries had that then. Either one of them had that. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, that was Aries. That was Aries. Aries had a scandal was happening for them. There's a scandal. Something is going to piss you off, Taurus. Something's going to piss you off. Because I feel like you're arguing with somebody, but you see how you're cutting yourself trying to argue and hold on to one person. It's actually killing you. It's making you bleed. And it's like maybe you try to rationalize with this person and you're just sort of realizing, like, I cannot do this. It could be your mother. It could be your spouse or your partner. Okay? It's like you're not listening to your intuition. It could be your baby's mother. It could be your girlfriend or your wife. But I see you leaving without saying goodbye. Because you've been realizing, I'm trying to hold on to the world, that I'm trying to hold on to my worth. And then I'm trying to hold on to another individual, and I'm killing myself in the process. What the hell am I doing? I literally just heard that. What the hell am I doing? I feel like you're upset. So we're just going to breathe. Okay, just breathe. Okay, you have the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius, and Saturn. You've been carrying this all on your back. I feel like maybe you're the only person working, or the only person bringing in money, or it's just burdening. And you want happiness, but at the expense of what, right? This is sort of like a burden, a lot of responsibilities, performance punishment. You may work, and it's like your employees, like your coworkers, they get to go have fun and do whatever, and then you have all this other work that you have to do. With the Four of Pentacles, I see you letting go. You could be letting go of a job. You could be letting go of the past, letting go of someone. I feel like you're letting go of a relationship that was built purely off of money. You see how she's stepping on his crown, and he has his crown on his head, and he's holding the Two of Pentacles, and she has one pentacle, and then he's got his foot on the other pentacle. It's like it's imbalanced. It's extremely imbalanced. It's just extremely imbalanced. I feel like you're looking at what you've invested and you're just not happy. You're not happy with the way that people are looking at you, okay? Some of you, they're just looking at you as if like you're abusive, all right? And then the whole side of the story isn't being seen if you're in a relationship, because if you're in a relationship if you're in a relationship and you're like trying to leave or do whatever, your wife or your girlfriend already cheated on you with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Someone already cheated on you, or they don't love themselves very much, or they're promiscuous, or they have jealousy issues, or they're only using you for your money. So the whole side of the story is not being seen. And it's not fair, and it's karmic. So it's telling you that by you realizing, I am the damn world, I don't care what gender you are, I am the freaking world. It's okay for you to let go of relationships. Maybe it's very public. This is extremely public. Like maybe people know you guys are in a relationship, or that you're with somebody, or this could be you, and you're out there in the world, and you're really well known by other people. So when this is happening, it's like everyone is finding out about it. Everyone is viewing you differently. It's just making you extremely upset. And it can go vice versa, where the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, and she's newly single because somebody is abusive and a liar. It can go both ways. I feel like you guys are both at fault here. So there's no reason to blame anybody besides just let go of the connection, if this is a relationship, or let go of the vibration and the energy of being so upset about how you're seen about this, and heal from it, or realize that by you kissed many frogs that just didn't work out the way that it was supposed to, and anybody who leads your life, they were meant to leave because you're meant to go on a different journey, and that's okay. There's no reason to be upset with someone because they're going their own way and you're going your own way. Okay, I feel like someone's drained you of your finances, or that's what's happening in the future. And it can also be that someone does this to other people. Taurus, you could do this to people. Okay, where you connect to someone and you drain them of their finances and you move on to somebody else. Taurus rules the sign of the womanizer as well. It's one of the signs that can do that. There are other signs, but as an astrologer and someone who studies the esoteric and the occult and secret society knowledge and stuff, Taurus is considered one of the signs that can be a womanizer. They can. Okay, especially if it's a moon in Taurus. That's a very big sign that is a womanizer, unfortunately. A lot of you are, it's like someone's been drained, and financially, if you're the Queen of Pentacles, you could have been drained of your finances dealing with this person, or you're the Knight of Swords and you were drained of your finances dealing with another person who was a gold digger. It can go either way. But the point is don't play the blame game. Don't play the blame game. Take accountability that people can only do what you allow. And realize that if you gave to someone and you're upset at the fact that you didn't receive anything in return, it's because you gave with the wrong intention and the wrong reasons. Anything I've ever given to somebody in my life, I know I gave with pure intention and with the expectation of nothing in return. So there's no anger if I didn't receive anything in return. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the energy you have to get in, is that if I'm doing everything with pure intention, that's like me posting this video and doing it, and I didn't have to do this video. I didn't have to do this series. I didn't have to. But I did it for the right reasons. I did it to help anybody who can't afford it. I didn't do it for the views. I didn't do it for follows. I didn't do it for subscribers. I didn't do it for any of that. I did it because it may help somebody out there. If I post this video and I get upset because, oh, only so many people watch this video, then I'm not doing it for the right reasons. The secret society I've been initiated in, that I consider like family, I consider every single one of those people that I'm in the school with and in the secret society with as my family. We do our mission without expectation of money in return. I do these readings. This is the mission work. I do these readings and I don't expect anything in return. Because if I did that, I'm not staying true to what I was initiated in. Does this make sense? The point is that success and happiness and joy stems from you doing what's right. If you would like a personal reading, you're free to purchase one of those at my shop link down below. That's fine. But this is for the people who may not be able to afford it in a panini, in a panorama, in a pandemic, right? So it's about stepping into that. Really seeing things a lot more clearly, that you don't know everything and you can't resist transformation. Resisting transformation is by knowing it, by saying you know everything, you are resisting transformation. You don't know everything, and that's okay, Taurus. I know you're very stubborn. And it's also because you don't want anyone to change you. And that's right. You shouldn't want anyone to change you. Nobody should be allowed to try to change you. And no one should try to change anybody. I feel like you were dealing with somebody who was trying to change you. And if you try to change a Taurus, you're going to be miserable. Absolutely miserable. Because Taurus, you don't change Taurus. It's a fixed energy. You do not change Taurus. I don't care what gender they are. You don't change Taurus. I can tell you that as an astrologer. You do not change Taurus. And there's a difference between an astrologer and a psychic. An astrologer can be psychic, but a psychic cannot be an astrologer. An astrologer is born. They don't just read a bunch of books and get a bunch of information and say, I'm going to help the global. No. You have to have real accreditation, or you could truly hurt somebody by not knowing the information you're putting out there. There's a lot of people who do that, and then they end up hurting people. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to a school where I'm getting the accreditation to be able to truly help people and know what the hell I'm talking about. But not everybody is doing that. That is what makes Sikiksyd here different. That is what makes the secret society I'm a part of my family, my tribe, my soul tribe. You get what I'm saying? It's releasing this. Life is not about money. Power is not money, and knowledge is not money. Power is not knowledge, and power is not money, but power is belief. Believing what you believe. You're now looking at, what do I believe? Because what I believe isn't getting me anywhere, right? Except conflict and people talking about you and gossiping about you and slandering you and viewing you in a negative light based off of who you are dealing with and connecting to, and leaving that out in the cold, right? And maybe you've been like, I don't want, this is like when you step outside of the church, by you coming here, this is sort of like coming to church, coming to a different belief system. I study in religion, but I'm able to give it to you in esoteric and occult knowledge as well, on some level, because esoteric and occult represents secrets. So I don't give you all of the information, but I do give you some for you to develop your own sense of belief system. That is different than what the church of the patriarchal status does, okay? Sort of like Piscean energy, where they're trying to shove it down your throats, and this is church, and you got to believe in Jesus, you got to believe in God, you got to believe in... No, we don't do that here at Sikiksyd. You're walking outside of the church, but it's also because you're deciding, I'm going to learn something new. It could be philosophy, more psychology, spirituality. By you coming here, it could be astrology, because she's the star. You could be seeing an astrologer. You watching the videos, you watching an astrologer or getting into astrology. Because if you know the universe, then you know yourself. When I read people's charts, I'm not just reading, when I'm reading people as far as even with the cards, I'm not just reading the cards, but I'm reading the cosmos. I'm able to actually know what's going on up in the cosmos, knowing what's going on in the universe, how the universe was created, the mysteries of the esoteric and the occult. And then I incorporate that into the cards that I'm reading. That's what makes me an astrologer and a psychic. It's much different. Some people, if you've noticed, the readings can be extremely negative or toxic because they aren't an astrologer, they're a psychic. And they're projecting instead of reflecting and looking at, okay, what do I need to improve about myself, rather than blaming another individual. People can only do what you allow. That's why I don't watch 50 million different readers. I have maybe a very, 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 very select few. And those individuals are those that are trying to help the global collective by giving the truth. Rather or not, they're going to look good in the process of it. But they're like, yeah, there are some things I myself have to work on too. I'm not perfect, and I love that about them. I love that about them. And they would know who they are because they can feel me intuitively. So I don't have to say it out loud. They would know who they are. You guys are all amazing light workers and beings. I can feel chills down my legs. I love you too. I consider you family. I don't have to speak to you to consider you family. But a light worker is someone who does their mission without interfering in people's free will and discernment. And that's what we do. And I'm sure as I continue to do more classes and programs and stuff, I will be able to actually speak to all of these beautiful psychics and astrologers that I connect to, and we will expand and grow to help the global collective in our own individualistic ways. So I can't wait to get to speak to you soon, but ultimately it's about the greater scheme of things. So I know you may be upset, Taurus, but this is about saying, okay, I'm going to leave behind old ways of doing things and believing and what I stand for. And if I have to block someone, then I'm going to block someone. You could be blocking people. You got to do that. That's okay. Do what you got to do for you, because it's not about them, Taurus. And I'm sure there's some cross watchers like, oh, why is she going to say that? Because this is Taurus's reading and it's not about you. And if you want to see your reading, go see your reading. But this is for Taurus. And unfortunately, Taurus has to stand up for themselves and has to block some people. And I encourage Taurus to do just that. Okay? You don't like what you hear? It's not your reading. It's for Taurus. That's that Taurian energy. When I'm channeling, that's Taurian energy. Taurus has to do what they have to do. Taurus does not like drama. It takes a lot for Taurus to get involved in drama. And Tauruses are so loyal. So when you hurt Taurus, best believe that loyalty and the sense of trust that they have for you is gone. And someone has hurt Taurus, and Taurus, you could have hurt others too. You are very capable of doing that as well, being selfish or using people for money, or being poverty stricken and then doing whatever it takes, even illegally, to make that money. It's about looking at yourself and knowing that we don't judge here at Sikiksyd. You could be a sex worker, you could be a prostitute, an addict. You could be a drunk or a druggie, or you do whatever you do. And you're still welcome here because we take everybody here at Sikiksyd. Those that have compassion and empathy and kindness and the willingness to learn something new. Okay? Okay. Woo. Sikiksyd is about welcoming those that are at the back of the room that feel that nobody cares about them or loves them, or that they don't belong anywhere. They're not accepted anywhere. You're accepted here. You are loved here. Compassion and kindness is free. But we don't judge here at Sikiksyd, because who the hell am I to judge? Everything, I've experienced everything in the sun. You name it, I've gone through it at least twice. Therefore, I have compassion and empathy and kindness for those around me. You have scholar, I feel like you're going back to school. Or you're deciding, okay, I'm going to learn something new. Maybe it's about yourself, right? And you could be consulting people who may be able to help you better understand this about yourself. I feel like you could be a teacher or a scholar, or, you know, you don't know everything. So you're like, okay, I'm going to be willing to learn some new belief systems. I'm going to be willing to learn some new ideologies, philosophies, okay? And that's beautiful, Taurus. Don't let anyone tell you, okay, well, who you are yesterday dictates who you decide to be today. No. Who you are today is up to you. I don't care who you were yesterday. You can be someone new today. Unfortunately, yes, Tauruses are known to be womanizers, especially the moon in Taurus energy. As an astrologer, professionally, I am allowed to tell you that, okay? Any client that came to me with that, I would tell them the same. It is a sign that it is a womanizer, as well as there are other signs that do that as well, depending on their placements. I can tell that as well, because it's something I've studied. I've studied it for hours under trained professionals, trained astrologers. It's like Harry Potter going to Hogwarts. That's what I've been doing, okay? So I can tell you this professionally. It's saying, decide who you want to be today. And, you know, no one can dictate who that is for you. You want to do, if you want to be the same, be the same. You don't want to be the same, then change. But you can't change anyone. I can only give you the information. I can't do the change for you. Hold on. I was wondering why the card wouldn't come out. It's not supposed to be this deck. It's supposed to be this one. What's hidden in Taurus's deepest psyche? There we go. Because I was like, that's not the right one. Wow, the mask. Looking at the mask. You've been wearing the mask. Did we not just say this? I said that. I said it's like you've been wearing a freaking mask. Okay, you're letting something go because there was a separation. There's been a lot of fighting, frequent disputes. You're finally letting something go. I saw Moon in Sagittarius energy, which is also considered a womanizer as well. There are particular signs that are that. I'm seeing you let something go, you give up on something in order to pursue something new. So 61 breaking down into 7, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio. This is about having the emotional maturity and discipline to look at yourself. Your deepest psyche is saying, yeah, I haven't been me. I haven't been honest with people. And so the karma that you could be receiving, say you did womanize someone, or you stole from someone, drained someone of their finances or whatever because you assume that they have all the money in the world, or you gold digged, right? Whatever. That energy is coming right back to you. So you could lose a job, you could become unemployed, you could literally have nothing to your name, nothing in your finances, like nothing. And that could be upsetting, right? But that's karma. You could be highly talked about by other people. So it really doesn't matter if you have money or if you have fame or if you have whatever, because people are now seeing you for your truth. They're now seeing that you have a mask on, that there is polarity. You see the color? Even if, I feel like you're realizing that you have been hiding from who you truly are in relationships, friendships, connections. And if you did this to someone, and it could have been romantically, this is like justice, this is like karma. If you did this to someone romantically, someone else is going to do this to you, right? Where you cheated on someone or you stole from someone, it happens right back to you. If you did this to someone, your friends, your siblings, family, people could be looking at you differently, like, oh no, they did that to that person. What would make me any different? This person doesn't have respect for individuals. It's not just about, oh, well, we're blood, I'm going to treat you differently. No, 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 no. If you treat someone with a lack of compassion and empathy and kindness, that means you're not human. That means that you're an entity. It doesn't mean that you deserve disrespect just because you are disrespectful and you don't have any compassion or kindness or empathy for other human beings. But it does mean that people will now block you, or they'll have boundaries towards you because they're like, I don't want to be treated the way I saw them treat that person. Or if you've already done this to someone and you hurt them and you womanized them, or you took money from them, or you use them, you know, that person and many other people who know about this will have major boundaries towards you. They may not say it to your face. They're not going to say it to your face. But because they see it, or they saw it, or they can intuitively pick it up from your energy, it's energetic. You'll notice that they'll have big boundaries towards you, or they won't act the same way that they always do. You'll notice that about them because they have to protect themselves. They can't control you and what you decide to do or what you don't decide to do, and they're not validated by your lack of action or your actions. So therefore, they have to do what's best for themselves and say, I am the world. I'm going to provide balance for myself and only deal with reciprocal relationships. And there is no reciprocity except for, you know, hurt people hurt people. You hurt somebody, that's going to make somebody feel filled with hate and hurt too. And they're like, I don't want to feel that. So instead, I'm going to decide to be the sun. I'm not going to be the moon. I'm going to be the sun. I'm going to shine brightly. No, I cannot change anybody. And know that in that process, the information and the enlightenment from the soul that I allow to be seen will hit all of the land for those that need to see it. The sun rises and shines whether you like it or not. That's the sun. They have no control over, you know, how another person acts. And the moon is built off of fear and illusion. It can also be connected to Jehovah. Right? The simulation we've been put in with carbon matter as if that's just all we are, but no, we are so much more than that. That's why the arrow is pointing upwards on her back. This is someone elevating and saying, no, I'm the sun. And I can get this. My Venus is in Leo. And I don't have any Taurus in my chart, but I'm aware that because it's in my descendant, it's what I see in others when it's about connections, relationships, partnerships, right? I'm aware that there is a sense of self-worth and self-value that Taurus is connected to. And when you don't know your own self-worth and self-value, hurt people hurt people. Instead of lowering my vibration to match those that may be in the moon energy of illusion and fear and, oh, I just want to use this person, I want to womanize this person because I have issues, I have an absentee father, I've had people who used me, gold digged, cheated on me, whatever. Instead of lowering my vibration to, you know, hurt people, I'm going to raise it and be the embodiment of what I wish to see in this universe, which is joy and peace and enlightenment and happiness. And having that compassion and empathy and kindness for myself does not mean that it's going to hurt another individual. It also means that I'm not going to hurt other people in that process. I don't interfere in other people's free will and discernment. That's what's happening here, Taurus. This is a whole other level. Of love for self. This is the removal of the mask. Because now, see, in the Aquarian age, people cannot hide who they are. So if you've hurt people or you try to show them one thing, but they could pick up that you are completely other way, or you use them, or you womanize, or you hurt them, they see you for who you are. You can't hide anymore. The only person you're really hiding from is yourself, because you don't want to take accountability for particular things, whether you're a man or a woman. So that's what's happening here, is justice. Some of you do what you do because you have an absentee father, your father passed away, or it's like you saw them cheat. You could have saw your father figure be a cheater, a womanizer, hurt people, you know what I mean? Not know how to make any decisions, and therefore not making a decision is a decision. There's also a heart chakra opening, like heart chakra opening up for you. If it's been blocked, it's opening up for you. And it doesn't mean it needs to open up to another individual. It could be you opening up to yourself. Okay? Yeah, this has been your reading. Wow. I feel like some of you have been ghosted, or some of you ghosted other people, or hurt other people, or whatever. You're really going to be acknowledging accountability. Okay? The mask has fallen off. The only person who still believes that the mask is working is you. Okay? I believe somebody else had the mask. I want to say it was Capricorn, the moon. The mask was the moon was wearing the mask, and you can't hide from it anymore. Yeah, you have some good sides to you, Taurus, but you also have some bad sides, just like all of us. And this isn't a place of judgment, but it's a place of enlightenment. When you become aware, if you came here and all you wanted to hear was fairy tales, that's not what you're going to hear. I'm going to give you the blunt truth of what's happening in your future. And it can be good and it can be bad. But the truth of the matter is, if you've been abusive, that means that there's a good chance you may not be human if you continue to do that to other individuals, or hurt other individuals, or gossip about other individuals to try to demean their character and make it seem as if they're crazy, or you put them down or whatever. When the truth is, anything that you say about another individual is really just about how you feel about yourself. That's all of us. That's why we shouldn't judge. You get what I'm saying? That's what's happening here. Wait, hold on. 60s. This is the number 8. It's not the number 7. It's the number 8, which is Venus and Leo. This is fame. This is Scorpio. Finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money, esoteric, occult, magic. This is about unconditional love of self. And when you have unconditional love of self, you are then able to help others. But that doesn't happen unless you're willing to learn new things. This is also fame. Okay? People who have Venus and Leo besides myself is like Michael Jackson, Madonna, Whitney Houston, Amy Winehouse, Solange, A$AP Rocky, all these different individuals. They had highs and lows in the public. So this is going to be very public, okay? This is also symbolizing there's been relationships where you've taken other people for granted, or vice versa. They took you for granted. Or one person is more emotionally strong in the relationship than the other individual. Or someone's been taken advantage of where, you know, they're always there. They're always the more emotionally strong person in the situation. And someone is no longer doing that. Instead, they're deciding to truly love themselves instead of involve themselves in relationships that are imbalanced, womanized, cheating, gold digging. It's purely based off of money, not love. That is falling off. Okay? And if you decide to indulge yourself in that, then it will be shown to everybody. I feel like it's already being shown to everybody. The only person who doesn't see it is you. This is also the minor arcana, the Empress. This is someone who may work with animals or work in the entertainment industry. Okay? But it's also symbolizing the type of relationship and commitment and connection it takes to be able to just like do mob or mafia or gangs, different things like that. It takes a strong relationship, right? Someone could also be coming into your life to be like your rock, okay? You could have someone brand new doing this. It just depends on you, okay? Could be someone you know, could be someone brand new, it could be yourself. I feel like this is unconditional love of self, which allows you to become someone who's able to help others. That's the whole point of it. This has been your reading. Earth is like a high school. So if you don't learn the lesson this lifetime, you're going to be put right back onto this earth and forced to learn it all over again and over and over again, like a damn simulation, unless you are willing to learn something new. Okay? This has been your reading. Personal reading information is in the description box down below. You can find that next to the butterfly. Okay? All that information for my services. It'll take you right there with the link. You can see the reviews of others that have purchased those services as well. And I say